In the 7th grade at Jefferson Middle School, Jeremie was suspended 28 times. He had some anger issues, and I just want to put this caveat in there. He has a great family. He has a strong family unit, and they have been there for him his entire life, so it has nothing to do with that, right? So then there was that one big incident, end of school year, and Jeremie threw a desk at a kid, and he's like, I'm done. He just started walking to the office. It's like he knew the drill. Well, Coach Esau, he just said, son, you need to understand something. You're not going to be in 7th, 8th grade, middle school forever, and the line was adults don't get suspension. So he let Jeremie make a decision, but he said that was the trigger, and he just said, I'm not going to be that kid anymore. So now I'm going to let his principal tell you who he is today, and then he's going to tell you the rest of it.
And I told him I was going to spring this on him. His GPA at the time when he was a 6th grader, when he ended that year, not terrible, but nothing to brag about, was a 2.5. So let me tell you about Jeremie now. Jeremie's first semester of his junior year, he has a 4.1 weighted GPA. He's taken multiple advanced placement courses and pre-AP courses and plans on taking 3 more next year. This young man, and I'm going to try not to get emotional too, Marshall, he means a lot to me because when I met Jeremie, I saw myself in him. And so when people ask me why I work in Oklahoma City Public Schools, well, the first thing I say back to them is, that's a stupid question. Why wouldn't I work in Oklahoma City Public Schools? But the next thing that I say is to help kids that were like me when I was a kid. And the difference between Jeremie and I is he's way further along than I was. So I, for one, can't wait to see the great things that this young man does in his future, and I hope that he will always be a part of my life. All right, Jeremie, you ready? Everybody give it up for U.S. Grant's own Jeremie Allen.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here today. Today I'm going to talk about 5 main points: the importance of POW, the Police Athletic League, how my team is my family, how my middle school coaches and a high school coach changed my life, how sports have given me a purpose and a second chance at life, and where would I currently be without sports. As I reminisce on being a child, I wish an adult or an older role model would have told me to get involved in something such as POW and have given me a chance or a purpose to stay in school and not be suspended. Regardless of any situation, I was going to play Little League football. As I did, trouble or not, I was allowed to play no matter what my actions were in school. Had the Police Athletic League been available when I was in 5th grade, I would have taken advantage of it. The Police Athletic League is catching kids at a young age to keep them away from gang violence and getting involved with the wrong crowd. Ever since POW has been involved with helping the younger community, there has been a significant drop in younger kids getting involved with gangs and with drugs. The reason I know this is because I know many of these kids. The program alone is giving kids activities to do after school, during the week, and on Saturdays. POW is teaching kids about being a team and giving kids a purpose to try harder at a young age. I will never forget the feeling of how good it feels to be a part of a team that feels like a family. After each and every single practice, shaking all my brothers' hands and telling them good job today. My parents have made a big influence in making my teammates my family. My parents invite my teammates to come over to eat, come stay the night, or just come over for fun. In my house, everyone is welcome. There's a story my dad once told me about when he was younger. He was at one of his friend's house, and they were getting ready for dinner. My dad's friend told him they had to leave because they were about to eat. My dad says that he tries to feed everyone because of how he was treated when he was younger. My dad and mom make a huge effort to make sure that every kid that is at our house eats and make sure they feel welcome. The kids I play sports with are not just my teammates, they are not just my brothers, they are more than my family away from home. They're the people I want all to succeed, not only on the field, but in the classroom and at life. If it wasn't for my middle school football coaches, Esau and Lozano, I don't know where my life would currently be. Jail or death wouldn't be out of the question. Coach Esau sat me down, and within a 4-minute talk, my whole life was changed. He told me that a suspension doesn't happen for adults, and that's something I took to heart. Ever since that day, I have completely turned my life around. I made a decision to be a better kid. As I went on to high school to play football, I made an important connection with Alex Levity, who is now my head coach. Coach Lev played a very important role in me staying on the right track by supporting my every move in the right direction and being more than a coach when needed. Coach Lev has currently been by my side throughout my 3 years of high school for football and baseball. Without his support, I wouldn't be successful as I currently am. Football was my love at first sight, a contact sport where I was allowed to take my aggression out. Football taught me discipline, taught me manners, and gave me good work ethic. Football became an outlet for me to release my anger in a positive way. Football is one of the many reasons why I became such a successful young man and plan to attend college. Without football, I wouldn't be nowhere near where I am now. I would either be in a juvenile detention center or just another statistic. Sports have opened doors that I never thought that could be open, such as the opportunity of attending college and becoming a leader that many people look up to. Sports have paved the way for me to have a great education, not only on the high school level, but soon the college level. Sports gave me a second chance at life by teaching me very valuable life lessons, not only on the field and in the locker room, but in the halls of school and in the classroom. Without sports, my life would be the shipwreck at the bottom of the ocean. Sports gave my life a meaning and showed me that I don't have to live my life the way it was. Sports opened doors for change and new challenges in my life. Without having sports in my life, I'd be the kid that didn't have the chance to make it out. My mom has an old saying that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I want to say thanks to my village. Coach Lev, Ms. Hunt, Mr. Frederick, Coach Esau, Coach Lozano, Mr. Rhodes, my mom, my dad, Dot and Marshall, and the Fields and Futures team, and everyone here that makes their work possible. Thanks for seeing a future in me when I didn't see it in myself. And I also want to say thanks to each and every single donor. Even though we may never know each other personally, I want you to know that you are making a difference in each and every single kid's life.